South Africa has revealed it turned down the request from Zimbabwe for an emergency loan of $1.2 billion in December last year. The Treasury spokesman says the country did not have that kind of money to loan out. Zimbabwe's government had hoped to use the cash injection to stabilize the worsening economy and resolve fuel shortages in the country. Local media says soon after the request was rejected, Zimbabwe's President Emmerson Mnangagwa was forced to announce a steep increase in the price of fuel, a move which has caused angry protest. Police have violently repressed the protests that broke out mainly in the capital and the southwestern city of Bulawayo, with some reports that they were conducting door-to-door searches and using live ammunition. Human rights group says at least a dozen people have been killed, but there are no official confirmation of this. President Emmerson Mnangagwa tweeted that he was abandoning plans to attend the Davos Economic Summit and return home to deal with the crisis. Before prices spiked in Zimbabwe this month, cab driver and father of 6, Victor Makazu, could go for nearly 2 weeks with groceries worth $45. But now he can barely last for 7 days on the same budget. Zimbabwe's economy hit the rocks as inflation soared to a new 10-year high of 42% on January the 17th, threatening the president's efforts to revive an economy afflicted by acute dollar shortages.
Zimbabweans have seen their money being wiped by inflation, which soared to a new 10-year high of 42% on Thursday, January 17, and threatens President Emmerson Mnangagwa's efforts to revive an economy afflicted by acute dollar shortages. The Southern African nation adopted the US dollar in 2009 when it dumped its hyperinflation-wrecked currency. But its citizens can do little but watch as the money in their bank accounts loses value compared with cash. This has prompted demands from businesses and government workers for hard currency seen as a store of value.
Like rice.
This packet of rice, I bought it for $4.59. Previously, it was $1.89. Bath soap, $2.29. It was less than $1.
It was less than $1.
This small piece of beef, less than a kilogram, is costing $4.94. Previously, it was $1 something. These groceries cost me $45, but will not last me a week with my family of 6.
Few can blame Zimbabweans for fleeing a sense of deja vu as the country grapples with shortages of fuel and medicines, a result of shortages of dollars. Mnangagwa announced a 150% increase in the price of fuel, a move analysts said would have a trickle-down effect on prices of other basic goods and feed into inflation. Gilbert Kekpe, a teacher at a Harare private school, patiently queued for petrol at a filling station in the center of town on Thursday for 4 hours, but he was still nowhere near the pump. They have a name for that in Zimbabwe: speculative queuing.
Before the fuel price increase, I could fill this car, the tank, at a cost of about $115. Now I need about $264 to fill up the tank, and for me to just go to work and go back home without any other errands, I need 2 full tanks a month. That adds up to more than $500 now. And to be able to meet this cost, I would have to probably cut on some other things or simply decide not to drive to work.
Public taxis, locally known as combis, have at least doubled fares in the last 2 weeks. The government announced on Tuesday that it had given public workers an allowance of between 5 and 23% of their monthly pay.
Joining us now is Zimbabwean journalist to discuss more on the situation in Zimbabwe, Nigel Yamatumbu. Thank you for joining us on the program. Let's begin here, just quickly. What is the latest with the internet shutdown in the country?
The High Court has just ruled that what the Minister of State within the President's office did to order a directive that the internet be shut and be shut partially is actually illegal. It is now and void, and therefore the High Court has ordered that government reverses that decision to order a directive for service providers to shut down the internet. However, what the judgment does not categorically say, because it says the person who gave that directive was not the one supposed, not mandated to give the directive. It did not then categorically then say that the government has no mandate whatsoever to do so. So in future there is a chance that maybe they can then say the directive has come from the president. But the High Court ruling on its own does set a good precedent. Set a good precedent in that at least it has said this is illegal and that it should be reversed. So we expect all internet services to be up and running very soon.
Nigel, so much to speak on, but I'm sure we'll be speaking to you as the week progresses. Thank you for joining us on Network Africa. Still to come on the program, a community radio station network in Mali is promoting peace through its airwaves. Please stay with us.